Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Jacob Wycoff, joined with our executive weather producer Terry Eliasen for our almost daily weather chat.
We're getting back at it. Yeah, it's that time of year.
It is.
And this is the first real, we've had a lot of these little like death by 1,000 paper cuts this winter. A lot of little snow events, inch here, 2 inches there. Again, last night, some folks had a dusting. But this is our first foray, if you will, into a freezing rain event in a little bit.
Which is never fun.
No.
Like, I can deal with snow. Ice is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, and again, it's not a lot of precipitation tonight, much like the last several storms, but I think what does fall could be quite treacherous. And it's a good time for a reminder on exactly what freezing rain is and the impacts we may see tonight. So.
Absolutely. So let's hop right into it. We do have a next weather alert in effect. The precipitation starts as early as about 8 o'clock this evening through about midnight or so. And with the temperatures right at the ground surface being as cold as they are, we could see some slick conditions taking hold. So I would expect, the evening commute and beyond, you'll see some trucks out throwing some salt or pre-treatment, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, I would assume if you go out anytime throughout the day today, they'll have, like in our town, they kind of line the roads with those lines, so definitely a good time to pre-treat anytime between now and sort of this evening. I do think most folks should get home just fine tonight, but it's again after 8 o'clock when things start getting a little bit dicey. The storm right now is up in the upper Midwest. It looks sort of pretty decent. I mean, again, we're talking spotty precipitation. A lot of the actual precip here is going to go to our north and actually be snow up for the northern mountains. So good news for them. And
the reason that you see some pink there is this is all part of a warm front that's lifting through the area, right? And so it's melting some of the snowflakes for us, but the coldest temperatures right at the ground, it's going to trap some of that cold and cause it to freeze upon contact. So here's our Futurecast show that we could see a slight burst of some wintry mix, perhaps some snow initially.
Yeah, I think that first part of the storm, it could fall as almost anything. And again, probably a little bit of snow in the north and west, a little bit of mix here and there. So anytime like 8, 9, 10 o'clock, don't be shocked if you see a little bit of snow, a little bit of rain, just kind of like a... But this is sort of the whole story of this event, is that it's really not... You're never going to see like a huge shield of heavy precipitation. It's kind of spotty. And you can see there's rain in southeastern Mass. This is around midnight, I think, that... There's sort of some pink areas north and west of town. So, but again, it doesn't take much freezing rain to cause a lot of issues.
Yeah, in fact, when the rain is heaviest, that's where we actually see less freezing rain. It's when it's spotty and it's allowed to kind of freeze more efficiently. This is 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. We still hold on to some of those cold temperatures north and west and the Worcester Hills, northwest Middlesex County. And we're going to hold on to that freezing threat far north and west through tomorrow morning before we finally start to see the precipitation get on out of here.
Yeah, so again, here's a very colorful map, precip type. So depending on where you live and where you're traveling, lots of different things going on tomorrow night and early Wednesday. I think the easiest thing to say is Plymouth, South Shore, South Coast, Cape. Don't worry about it. You're mainly rain, but it's just north of there from Boston to Providence and inside of 495 where I think it's going to start off as freezing rain, and then overnight those temperatures will very slowly tick just about to 32 and above by dawn, say. So here's the thing, like if you're driving into Boston and it's say 5, 6 a.m., your car thermometer may say 33 and you may be like, oh, fantastic. But just because your car thermometer says 33, first off, it may not be wholly accurate.
Exactly.
And second off, as you drive through overpasses, low-lying areas, like, there may be a little bit of variability.
It could fluctuate a little bit.
Exactly. So you just really need to be careful tomorrow morning. And outside of 495, I think it's going to take most of the storm to get to the freezing mark. And by the time we do, it'll probably be tapering off. So
And the cold is really hard to scour out of the Northwest Hills.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect situation. You'll see that tomorrow morning when you tune into Jason, you'll see that the temperatures aren't budging much, even though the warm air is trying to push up into that. And when we talk about 0.2 of an inch of ice, that's fairly significant.
Yeah, I don't think that, again, it's up to, so I don't think this whole area is going to get that, but I think some areas could see up to that. And what we mean by that is it's ice accreting on things. So picture the tree limb or the power line or your car, the windshield. 0.2 of an inch doesn't sound like much, but when you think about it in ice form, like it's actually a pretty thick layer.
Absolutely. You'll start to see the tree branches kind of bending a little bit for sure. The smaller trees, of course. Light icing as you get within Metro West, the North Shore, South Shore, as you go towards that I-95 corridor. So, Terry, you mentioned it earlier. Let's do a little refresher.
Yeah, it's time.
Meteorology 101. So how do we get freezing rain? So initially, we have the snowflakes in the upper atmosphere, in the clouds, right? Those are falling. And then what we have is this warm layer of air just above the ground level. That melts those snowflakes into rain. And then the coldest part of the ground still remains below freezing. And so any raindrops that fall freeze on contact.
Yeah, picture it as like a giant layer cake. I know you've used this before. Like, so there, your cake is stacked up, and this cake basically is entirely, say, one thing: vanilla. It's cold, right, from the top down to almost the bottom. But then there's this little layer of icing, chocolate, call it whatever you want. That's that warm layer. So that's basically about 1,000 feet thick, or maybe a little bit less, just above the bottom layer. And so anything that's passing through that, it's just warm enough, like you said, to melt the snow into water. But then it goes back into that bottom layer, which again is back to the vanilla, back to cold. Now let's go one step farther. And that was like the pretty graphic version. This is the what we call a skew T diagram. And this is basically showing the same thing we just showed, but sort of in a nerdy, geeky kind of way. You can see that warm layer just peeks out. Now, if you're looking sort of on the diagonal, there's that diagonal line, and on either side, it's either above or below zero. So that warm layer is where the snow is falling through, warming up, and then falling back into the cold.
And this is why, when it comes to forecasting, it's not just at the ground, it's that sliver of atmosphere above us. Understanding what happens is so important, especially in times of winter where 32 degrees is the cutoff. You know, 33 is a cold rain, 31 is a wet snow.
Right, and again, like you said, we can't just look at, okay, what's the temperature going to be at the ground level tomorrow? If we did that, we'd think, oh, it's going to snow here, or it's literally the entire layer cake as you go up. Like, what are the temperatures at as the precip's falling?
All right, so we're starting this right about now, and we see that the pink color there is 32 degrees or lower. And you see that it takes a little while for that pink color to erode away, but it's still staying pink in the Northwest Hills as you go through the morning commute. And then finally it's out of here for the most part by about 10 o'clock. And that's when the precipitation really turns off.
I mean, the good news, I guess, is that while most of the precip is falling as ice north and west of Boston, at least it does eventually get above freezing.
Yes.
So by tomorrow evening's commute, or mostly by tomorrow afternoon, really, the threat will largely be over, and we will start to melt any ice that's left on roadways, sidewalks, what have you. And there's no big, while temperatures will slowly tick down tomorrow night, there's no big flash freeze coming after that either. So, and you'll see that in the travel impacts. Really, the peak of the travel impacts for this is overnight, 10 p.m. to 6 in the morning, and then sort of lingering impacts during the morning tomorrow, depending on where you are.
Yeah, and it gets busy. This, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is sort of the busy commute. So don't be surprised if you tune in and there are quite a few accidents, spinouts, that sort of thing. So just kind of keep that in mind when it comes to your commute for tomorrow. Yeah,
I expect this morning was a much busier commute than yesterday morning. And, as we go on, I expect there to be quite a few cars on the road tomorrow. Just some things to keep in mind here. Again, our first real ice event of the season. A small amount can really equal big trouble. So, again, if you wake up in the morning and it's just sort of drizzling, check the surface when you walk out, check the roads. And again, it can be quite variable from place to place as well.
Yeah, and just because you don't see the ice doesn't mean it's not there. That's what we call like black ice or clean ice. That lingers quite a bit, so we have to watch that very closely. You got to watch the steps, the deck, the driveway, the sidewalks. It wouldn't hurt to throw out some salt before you go to bed.
Yeah, not a bad idea tonight.
Kind of pre-treat your own driveway, if you will.
Yeah.
And then car doors, they could also be ice shut. What I would say, don't use hot water to melt them. Because you can very quickly shatter your windshield if you throw hot water on your windshield.
Not a good idea. Yeah. It would seem like a good idea at the time.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, the windshield wipers, tomorrow's one of those mornings where you make it out and you're you try to open the door and it's just stuck.
Yeah.
And then you get in the car and then the windshield wiper's not moving because it's iced over. If you got a remote start, I know we don't, it's a luxury, but it's not a bad day to use it. Use it early. And then after this storm, we do warm up. So there is good news. We're warm. We're in the 40s for several days. So a lot of what falls tomorrow and what fell last night, if you got snow on the ground or ice, it will be melting this coming weekend.
We also have kind of a period of unsettled weather as we go into Friday. That kind of lingers right on into Saturday too. Two separate systems. There might be a brief break Saturday morning, but I think by Saturday afternoon, evening, we're back to sort of that shower chance. And then by Sunday, we should start to clear up right in time for the Patriots game versus the Chargers as we bring home a victory, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's not that part of the forecast is simple.
Right.
The winning versus losing is easy.
Yeah.
I will say that there are a couple of models I noticed this morning that linger the rain a little longer in Sunday. So I wouldn't rule out there being some rain towards the start of the game. I think right now the forecast is still for it to clear up by then. But let's keep an eye on it. We'll update you the next couple of days. I wouldn't, again, rule out some rain to start. But it does look windy.
Here's the thing. They're coming from, what, Chargers still in San Diego? Yeah. I can't even keep in mind anymore.
No, they're up in LA now.
LA, even warmer.
Whatever.
There. Yeah, so Southern California. This is a home field advantage for us when we talk about mid to low 30s. Almost
Bring
like
it on.
what Miami came up here.
Yes.
They didn't play well. So I think that this bodes really well for us.
Really hard for those southern teams, the dome teams, to come up this time of year into New England. We've seen this over the years. Major advantage, right? So I would say bring on the cold. I wish it were snowing. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, but it could be there could be a gusty wind as well. So a perfect sort of New England setting on Sunday night.
Absolutely. So here's our 7-day forecast. Tonight, really, is when we start to see things going downhill a little bit. After 8 o'clock, we'll start to see some of that rain falling. The next weather alert in effect for really the overnight hours into early Wednesday. Then we start to see some gradual clearing and drying out. Notice the 40s on the board. Thursday, Friday, even into Saturday. That's that sort of January thaw. I know my backyard still has quite a bit of snow on it, so we're going to get some melting done. And then by Sunday, we'll watch that closely for the Pats game. Could see a few showers early, and we'll see how long they kind of linger into the afternoon.
Yeah, but this is our first stretch, 4 days in the 40s since I believe sometime in November. So it's been a long time coming. It's been a cold winter.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been the cold, one of the top coldest starts of January, I think, at least in the last 7 years, but in the last 25 years, one of the coldest. And we had the same types of stats in December. So.
December finished at the third coldest in the last 25 years. Yeah. So that kind of spoke to what a lot of people felt.
That's right. So it's about time we get a few 40s is the bottom line, right?
It will be well received by everyone.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, but definitely make sure you take it easy tonight, tomorrow. Don't assume just because the car thermometer or the house thermometer says 33 that it's not a touch colder.
Yeah, watch that first step.
Yeah.
Be safe, everyone.